So I'm just walking back from the Sherlock Gnomes premiere at London's Leicester Square at the Empire Cinema. There was millions of garden gnomes, billions of kids seemingly, a fantastic spread, so much food, there was face painting, fishing, it was ridiculous. And I was given a loaf of bread in my goodie bag, which for me kind of sums up the whole experience of the movie in a weird way. Hello and welcome to iTom with me, Tom, the show that dives into pop cultural happenings and brings you the facts straight up. In this week's episode, I'm going to be reviewing Sherlock Gnomes. Yes, the unlikely sequel to Gnomeo and Juliet, starring James McAvoy, Emily Blunt and Johnny Depp, and produced by pop legend Sir Elton John and David Furnish. And major clout alert, I got a ticket to the family gala at the Empire Cinema in London's Leicester Square. I really don't think they do premieres anywhere else. Straight up, I have to say this is the most extravagant film event I've ever been to. Proper PMA Flex Zone! They had giant garden gnomes, face painting, toy fishing, balloon animals, and tons of other fun stuff, all for the kids. So I can imagine Sir Elton John yelling, "More, more, more!" down the end of his iPhone to a frazzled PR team, and hats off to them, they put on one hell of a spread. But why take my word for it? Well, you don't have to, because I shot this exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of the Sherlock Gnomes family gala, and I'll make you feel like you saw everything but the film. iTom is not about that piracy life. So kick back, have a drink and enjoy, and I'll be back with my Sherlock Holmes review in a minute. Yes, the video literally is 60 seconds long. So what did I think of Sherlock Gnomes? Well, I thought it was a little bit like the loaf of Hover spread I got in my goodie bag. It will make a pretty decent sandwich, but it lacks the taste and heft of a proper granary slice. No troll, all the people in front of the camera and behind it are super talented, and making films is incredibly hard work. But this family film just didn't ring off for me. So I'm going to drop my review. If you'd like to read along with me, my written review will be below this video. Who remembers Gnomeo and Juliet? A casual question, asked by a fellow film critic as we waited in line at the Sherlock Gnomes family gala held at the newly refurbished Empire Cinema in London's Leicester Square. Well, I'll admit it passed me by. The bard's classic tale of two ill-fated lovers from warring households, reimagined as their back garden family adventure between bickering red and blue ornamental figurines, and Mankini, a garden gnome who's all about tanning his bum cheeks. Oh, what would the Swan of Avon say? But it was memorable enough, profitable more like it, for Sir Elton John and David Furnish's Rocket Pictures to crack open the Apple contacts again and get the band back together for a silly, gag-laden back garden mashup riffing from the literary works of Detective Sherlock Holmes. The star-crossed lovers are back. Gnomeo, James McAvoy doing an odd Mockney accent, and Juliet, Emily Blunt, English as Wedgwood Pottery, and a football team's worth of British film legends and comedy actors. Sir Michael Caine, Dame Maggie Smith, Matt Lucas, Ashley Jansen and many more voice the garish ornaments. It's fair to say most of the cast do their comedy shtick without blinking, bouncing off each other with energy, even if it's a little forced at times. And I must give a big shout out to the evergreen James Wong, playing a salt and pepper shaker, totally worth the admission price for me alone. We catch up with the green-fingered couple and their garden chums as they find themselves relocated to a new and frankly impossibly sized garden in the suburbs of central London. And it's a total mess. Quickly the cracks begin to appear in Gnomeo and Juliet's relationship, prompting Gnomeo to steal a rare orchid to win back his beloved's affections. And he royally cocks it up. And worse still, amid the chaos, a mysterious thief ransacks the back garden and steals all of their terracotta mates. The game is afoot, and rather conveniently, Sherlock Gnomes, Johnny Depp and Dr. Watson Chiwetel Ejiofor rock up at the scene of the crime. hot on the heels of The Thief, who leaves a calling card initialed with an M and a cryptic clue at every daring back garden robbery. And after a bit of toing and froing, Gnomeo and Juliet join Holmes and Watson on their crime-fighting adventure, trotting across some of London's most famous landmarks like the Capitol Sewer System, a Chinatown tat shop, and Clapham Common. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined I would see a big screen team up between Bill Shakespeare and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, yet here we are. My snarky comments aside, John Stevenson, showing an Oscar nomination for the kinetic and cuddly Kung Fu Panda, keeps the action moving at a clip, handling the tumbling set pieces with an assured craftsmanship, but perhaps lacking the playfulness of his earlier work. As for the writing duties, Ben Zakov takes over from the 9 credited writers on Gnomeo's last outing. A million or more jokes, pratfalls and double entendres are fired off over the film's 81-minute running time, often with mixed results. If you think a garden gnome twerking in nothing more than a red mankini is a death knell of modern day cinema, I'd say chill. Stop taking life so seriously. For the most part, Sherlock Gnomes is mostly harmless and overly linear as Sherlock dashes from one clue to the next with little difficulty. Apart from his own short-sighted approach to inter-ornamental relationships, he's a bit of an all-round dick. But along the way, as you'd expect, the whole gang, Sherlock, Watson, Gnomeo and Juliet, all learn the true value of teamwork and not taking loved ones for granted. Pretty much standard fare for a family film, but sweetly done nonetheless. Is Sherlock Holmes destined to be a classic? No, probably not, but that's alright. Not every family film is destined to be Toy Story, setting up legendary after legendary sequel. Most find a comfortable home on the family flat screen, when the British weather turns cold and grey, which is often. Kids will laugh at the colourful ornamental hijinks and bop along to Sir Elton's back catalogue of stonking hits, while their parents take a breather, check their iPhones and make a picnic-style lunch for their occupied rugrats. So there you have it, Sherlock Gnomes is playing in cinemas everywhere right now. So why not take the kids or the nieces and nephews and tell me what you think in the comments below, or you can @me @thesambling on Twitter. This has been iTom, I've been Tom, and I'll catch up with you next episode.